Alright, so I want to talk about an individual who at the moment cannot find work. With the layoffs happening, everything else going on, this individual decided to post on one of the LinkedIn comments that was basically a bunch of industry individuals who recently got laid off at Blizzard, saying how it was going to be challenging in the next week or so to find work and how things were abruptly changed for them. And as I was looking through the comments, I saw this guy who said, I applied to over 200 places and I couldn't find work. So I had to investigate. I looked him up, found his animation reel, and found out that the reason he couldn't find work, and probably still can't, is because his demo reel was not strong enough. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I went and looked at their animation reel, and it just wasn't there. It was there, it wasn't good enough. And the problem with it not being good enough is he is assuming that because of the industry and the way it's going, that's why he wasn't getting work, that's why he wasn't getting calls. And nobody told him that, no, your work is actually not good enough. So I actually messaged him, just say, hey man, I know you made a comment about not finding work, you applied to like 200 something places, but in actuality your work is just not strong enough to get the eyes, the attention of the studios that you're trying to seek for. And on top of that, you got a lot of people from Blizzard, from Microsoft, from various other studios that are being laid off that they can now pick from to sort of go to their studios. And now that's the new competition you got to sort of fight against. So after talking to this individual, he agreed to sort of take a mentorship per se. He did stress out to me that he was stressed from the job searching, from trying to make all these animation demo reel pieces. And when we sat down and we actually dissected everything, the animation pieces he were making were too large. The job searching he was doing was just too vague, and it was him individually trying to find every little place to work for, to send out individual applications to. So the advice I gave him is the advice I would sort of give anybody that's in the same problem, in the same situation where he's just stressed about a lot of the things that are happening. It's simply just take a week off, get away from the computer, get away from the house, not necessarily go on a huge massive vacation, but just go on walks all day, go talk to friends, go interact with other people. Just get away from it, get away from the whole job searching, trying to build up a portfolio. Just get away from it. Just take a week, just get away from it all. Take some time back to yourself, and then focus on two major things: your health, and that's eating good, sleeping, just taking care of your body, and it's taking care of people around you, who you surround yourself with, so it's not so much negative talk coming in. Take care of what you're watching, or what you're listening to, who you're listening with. Then also, the other step was to basically find a part-time job, not a full-time job, but find a part-time job that can pay, just a portion of what you need to live off of. Yes, that's harder than I guess you would say normally, but if you say you're living at home with your parents, or you got a roommate, or you got a spouse, just take a part-time job, something that is nothing in your field, not a graphic design, not computer, anything. Just let it be at Home Depot down the street or something a little bit more physical that you can get involved in. And the reason that is you don't want to be stuck behind a screen right after you just got done being at a job stuck behind a screen. And the reason for a part-time job is to keep money coming in. So to talk about a little bit about the finances side of things, that part-time job, if you don't need it to go to any kind of bills or anything to help you your day-to-day life, put all that money and just throw it into an investment. I'm not going to go into detail about it. I'll make something else a little later on about it, but Yes, you want to invest in yourself, but at this point, the money you're making, it needs to go to, like, say, real estate or stocks or something that gives some kind of return in the long run without you having to do any extra work besides putting the money into it. You're going to need money for whatever reason, to live off of, so just keep it coming in by just having a part-time job. And then you're going to spend maybe 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours a day, minus Saturday and Sunday. You can if you want to, but take a break, minus Saturday and Sunday. 2 hours a day just animating. And if you're an environment artist or a concept artist or modeler, 2 hours a day. And we're going to first tackle quantity, where we're going to try to do as much as we can within that 2 hours for the first month. And we're not looking for portfolio piece works. We're just looking for reputation, doing things over and over and over and over. Yes, it's going to be a program designed specifically for him to sort of help him get to where he needs to go. But the idea is, the more you do it, the faster you get better at it, the more easier it becomes. And then later on, the next month or so, we'll start focusing on bigger pieces that we actually want to put on our portfolio or into the demo reel. So hopefully this will help anybody or somebody. If it helps us, that one person seeing this, I think it will be great. But the biggest thing out of this is just take a step back. Understand what's important. Understand your health is important. Understand that people around you are important. And understand your finances. Your money is important. And that's today's blog. I want to try to continue this. Let's talk about industry stuff in general. Make it short and sweet. Have any comments? Anything like that, just leave them below. Alright. You guys have a good one.